Former Red Bull Racing drivers Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo have just faced a bitter reality in their careers after losing their seats at one of the most dominant teams in Formula One history. But their journey may be far from over. Rumors are currently circulating that they could potentially be part of Cadillac's ambitious new team project, which is set to make its F1 debut in 2026. Could this be a chance for a revival for the pair? Let's take a closer look. In an exclusive interview with sports media TalkSport, Christian Horner, who is the boss of the Red Bull racing team, revealed a rather surprising view and managed to trigger various speculations in the Formula One racing world. In his statement, Horner highlighted the experience of Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo, which he said is a very valuable asset for any team, especially for a new team like Cadillac, which is preparing its first steps for its debut on the Formula One stage. Horner explained that the presence of drivers with high-flying hours like Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo could have a significant impact on the team that has just entered this prestigious racing world. He openly stated, "I wouldn't be surprised if Sergio or Daniel became part of the Cadillac project in the future. Both have enough experience to help the team overcome the initial challenges of its Formula One debut." The statement not only gave Horner's view of Cadillac's future prospects in Formula One, but also opened up a great opportunity for the two drivers to once again prove their quality and ability on the racetrack. The experience they have is seen as a real contribution to building a strong foundation for a new team like Cadillac, especially in facing the various challenges that new teams often face in the most prestigious racing world. This will certainly add to the excitement of the fans and spark a heated discussion about the possibility of Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo returning to the track in a new, more strategic role. The departure of Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo from Red Bull Racing marks the end of a dynamic and stressful journey for these two talented drivers. After an impressive start to the season, Sergio Perez was forced to give up his seat in the team following a steady decline in performance. This decline was all the more striking when compared to the extraordinary dominance of his teammate, Max Verstappen, who managed to dominate the championship with his speed and consistency. Perez, who was initially expected to be a strong support for Verstappen, eventually lost his position in the main team. His place was taken by Liam Lawson, a young driver who managed to steal the spotlight thanks to his impressive performance when he was given the opportunity to drive for the Red Bull Junior team. Meanwhile, Daniel Ricciardo, who had previously returned to Red Bull as a reserve driver after leaving McLaren, faced a similar fate. His opportunity to show his ability to return to the highest level of Formula One was hampered by various obstacles, including a serious injury he suffered during a practice session with AlphaTauri. The injury not only affected his performance, but also reduced his chances of securing a permanent position on the Formula One grid. Nevertheless, Ricciardo's popularity among F1 fans remains high, thanks to his charismatic personality and the aggressive and daring racing style that has been his trademark throughout his career. Although their careers with Red Bull have come to an end, the journey of Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo in Formula One does not seem to be over. The presence of Cadillac as a new team, which will make its Formula One debut in 2026, brings a glimmer of hope for these two drivers to shine again. The team, backed by automotive giant General Motors, is in the process of building a strong foundation to face its first season. In this process, they are believed to need an experienced racer to provide strategic direction and guide the team in facing the challenges of competing at the highest level. Perez and Ricciardo's extensive experience of driving for top teams, facing immense pressure and competing at the highest level make them ideal candidates to lead the Cadillac team. In addition, their big names and appeal to fans and sponsors are significant assets. With the combination of experience and popularity that both have, the opportunity to build a new career with Cadillac is wide open, giving them the chance to write a new, promising chapter in their journey in the world of Formula One. Red Bull Racing Team principal Christian Horner recently announced that Mexican driver Sergio Perez is taking some time off after a stressful season. According to Horner, the decision is the right one for Perez, who has been under a lot of pressure since joining Red Bull Racing. Checo has been in a mentally and physically demanding situation for a long time, especially with the high expectations of a team as big as Red Bull. I think this time off will give him the opportunity to think about the next step in his career. Whether he wants to return to Formula One or try a new experience like sports car racing is something he will decide after the break, said Horner. Sergio Perez, affectionately known as Checo, is a proud Mexican racer with a huge following in his home country. His supporters are still hoping that he will return to the track in the future, perhaps with a team more suited to his riding style. If Perez does decide to join the Cadillac team, it is expected to be an important moment, not only for Perez's career, but also for his fans around the world. The move is also expected to increase Cadillac's appeal as a newcomer to the racing world, especially in the North American market where motorsports continue to grow rapidly. Amidst the dynamics of the ever-changing world of Formula One, Daniel Ricciardo remains a figure to watch. Once considered one of the best drivers on the grid, his up-and-down career has led many to believe that his time in F1 may be coming to an end. However, the presence of Cadillac has brought new hope and the opportunity for Ricciardo to show his greatness once again. As one of the most experienced drivers on the grid, Ricciardo will not only be able to make a huge contribution on the track, but will also become a valuable asset in terms of marketing and team popularity. His presence in a team like Cadillac can bring stability, new spirit, and high motivation to the other team members. With a personality known for being warm and full of optimism, Ricciardo is always able to create a positive atmosphere wherever he goes. In addition, his racing experience with various top teams such as Red Bull, Renault, and McLaren makes Ricciardo a very flexible driver when it comes to new challenges. He has the ability to adapt to different environments, team philosophies, and technical changes that the team may face in the future. This makes Ricciardo not only relevant, but also an ideal candidate to fill an important position in a team like Cadillac. As a newcomer to the Formula One arena, Cadillac now faces a big challenge to be able to compete with established teams that have years of experience. Nevertheless, this team has a pretty good chance, thanks to the strong support of General Motors, which will be the main force behind their steps. Cadillac plans to make its Formula One debut in the 2026 season, partnering with Ferrari as its engine supplier. This strategic move was made considering that Ferrari is one of the best engine suppliers on the grid today, giving Cadillac a significant advantage. Frédéric Vasseur, Ferrari team principal, was enthusiastic about the collaboration. He stated that the partnership with Cadillac is an important step in expanding Formula One's influence in the North American region, which has recently become an important market for the sport. On the other hand, General Motors is also actively developing its own power unit. Although the engine is not expected to be ready until 2028, the move demonstrates the long-term commitment to Formula One competition and the future of the Cadillac team. With Cadillac entering Formula One, the world of land jet racing is now filled with speculation as to who will be their main driver. Big names like Sergio Perez and Daniel Ricciardo have emerged as very interesting candidates, given their long experience and popularity in the racing world. Their presence is believed to not only provide the stability that a new team like Cadillac needs, but also to increase the appeal of Formula One in the eyes of fans around the world. However, until Cadillac officially announces who will be filling their driver's seats, all of this is still just predictions and discussions among sports fans. If Perez and Ricciardo do join the team, the question is, will they be able to find new momentum to revive their careers with this team? Or will there be more surprises from Cadillac? What is clear is that Cadillac's entry into Formula One brings a breath of fresh air to the sport. The new chapter presented by a team with a big name like Cadillac promises not only more intense competition, but also the drama and inspirational stories that are often the main attractions of Formula One. With all the potential in front of us, the future of Formula One will undoubtedly be even more exciting and interesting for fans around the world to follow. What do you think?